Welcome, everyone. In 2025, the world is faster, louder, and more connected than ever before. But amidst this constant noise lies a truth we can't ignore. The ability to focus is not just a skill, it's a superpower. Think about it. Every breakthrough idea, every moment of progress, and every achievement begins with focus. Yet, in a world filled with distractions, staying present and attentive has become one of our greatest challenges. Today, we're going to change that. Together, we'll uncover how to harness the power of focus, backed by science and sharpened through practice. This isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter, aligning your mind, and thriving in a world that demands your best. Focus is one of the most critical skills in today's fast-paced world, yet it's often misunderstood. At its core, focus is not merely a matter of willpower, but a sophisticated interplay of brain systems, neurotransmitters, and external factors. Understanding the neuroscience behind focus allows us to harness its power effectively, transforming how we approach work, learning, and life. The brain's prefrontal cortex, located at the front of the brain, serves as the command center for focus. It is responsible for executive functions like decision-making, planning, and sustaining attention. When you focus on a task, the prefrontal cortex helps filter out irrelevant information and prioritize what matters most. However, it is not working alone. Other parts of the brain, such as the basal ganglia and anterior cingulate cortex, also play vital roles. The basal ganglia assist in habit formation and automatic behaviors, helping to make focus more efficient over time, while the anterior cingulate cortex monitors errors and maintains cognitive flexibility. Dopamine, often called the motivation molecule, is a neurotransmitter deeply linked to focus. It plays a dual role by both enhancing attention and rewarding progress. When you set a goal and begin working toward it, your brain releases dopamine in anticipation of achievement. This creates a sense of satisfaction and drives you to continue. Understanding this mechanism allows you to design your tasks and environment to maximize dopamine release. For instance, breaking a large project into smaller milestones provides frequent dopamine hits, keeping your motivation high and your focus sharp. Another key player in the focus process is norepinephrine, a neurotransmitter responsible for alertness and arousal. While dopamine energizes your effort, norepinephrine ensures you remain vigilant. These two chemicals work together to create the mental clarity required for deep focus. However, an imbalance such as too much norepinephrine can lead to stress and anxiety, which hinders focus. This highlights the importance of managing your mental and emotional state to stay within the optimal range for concentration. Circadian rhythms also play a significant role in determining when we are most focused. These natural biological cycles govern our energy levels throughout the day. For many people, focus peaks in the morning hours after waking, dips in the early afternoon, and resurges in the early evening. By aligning your most demanding tasks with your natural energy highs, you can leverage your brain's natural rhythms for maximum productivity. Another crucial aspect of focus is the role of environmental triggers. The brain is highly responsive to external stimuli, which can either enhance or disrupt focus. Visual clutter, noise, and constant notifications from digital devices compete for your attention, overloading the brain's sensory processing systems. The neuroscience here is clear. The prefrontal cortex has limited capacity, and multitasking significantly reduces its efficiency. Each time you switch tasks, your brain experiences a cognitive lag as it reorients itself, leading to reduced productivity. Creating an environment free from distractions allows your brain to channel its resources more effectively toward the task at hand. The default mode network (DMN) is another fascinating aspect of the brain relevant to focus. This network is active when your mind wanders or when you're not focused on a specific task. While it may seem counterproductive, the DMN serves a purpose by supporting creativity and problem solving. However, excessive activation of the DMN can lead to chronic distraction and procrastination. The key is to balance structured focus periods with intentional breaks, allowing the DMN to work in the background without derailing your efforts. Another important factor in focus is emotional regulation. Stress and anxiety activate the amygdala, the brain's emotional center, which can overpower the prefrontal cortex and impair decision-making and attention. This is often referred to as an amygdala hijack. Techniques like mindfulness, deep breathing, and progressive muscle relaxation help calm the amygdala, restoring balance and enabling the prefrontal cortex to function optimally. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself, is a powerful concept when it comes to focus. With consistent practice and effort, you can train your brain to improve its attention span and reduce impulsivity. Activities like meditation, where you repeatedly bring your attention back to the present moment, strengthen the neural pathways associated with sustained focus. Over time, this rewiring makes it easier to stay on task and resist distractions. Sleep also plays a fundamental role in focus and cognitive performance. During sleep, the brain consolidates memories and clears out toxins that accumulate during the day. Poor sleep disrupts the balance of dopamine and norepinephrine, impairing your ability to concentrate. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night, and consider adopting a consistent bedtime routine to support your brain's recovery and performance. Finally, nutrition and physical health significantly influence focus. The brain requires a steady supply of glucose, oxygen, and nutrients to function optimally. A diet rich in healthy fats, lean proteins, and antioxidants supports cognitive performance. Additionally, regular physical exercise increases blood flow to the brain, promoting the growth of new neurons and enhancing mental clarity. In understanding the neuroscience of focus, it becomes evident that this skill is not a fixed trait but a dynamic ability that can be cultivated and refined. By leveraging the brain's natural mechanisms, dopamine, norepinephrine, circadian rhythms, and neuroplasticity, you can create a mental state that supports deep concentration and sustained attention. Focus is a trainable skill, and with the right strategies, it becomes a tool for unlocking your potential and achieving your goals in 2025 and beyond. Mental clarity is an essential ingredient for focus and productivity in today's fast-paced and distraction-filled world. It's not something that happens by chance. It's cultivated through intentional habits, tools, and techniques that align your mind with your goals. By leveraging proven strategies, you can train your brain to eliminate mental clutter, sustain attention, and perform at its peak. One of the most effective ways to achieve mental clarity is to adopt structured habits that create a framework for focus. For instance, time blocking is a powerful technique that involves dividing your day into dedicated segments for specific tasks. When you schedule time to focus on a single activity, your brain knows when to engage deeply and when to rest. The key is to treat these blocks as non-negotiable, resisting the temptation to multitask or let distractions creep in. Setting clear boundaries for work, rest, and leisure ensures your mind remains organized and purposeful throughout the day. The practice of mindfulness is another cornerstone of mental clarity. Mindfulness trains your brain to remain present, reducing the tendency for your thoughts to wander or fixate on irrelevant matters. Simple mindfulness exercises, such as focusing on your breath or observing your surroundings without judgment, can be transformative. Over time, these practices strengthen the brain's ability to filter out distractions, much like sharpening a lens to bring a blurred image into focus. A consistent mindfulness routine, even for just 10 minutes a day, can help Delaware clutter your mind and enhance your cognitive resilience. Another technique for mental clarity involves using the power of physical cues to prime your brain for focus. This could mean having a designated workspace free of distractions or engaging in a specific ritual to signal the beginning of a work session. For example, lighting a candle, playing a particular type of music, or tidying your desk can act as a mental trigger, preparing your brain to shift into a productive state. Over time, these cues create associations in your brain that make it easier to transition into a focused mindset. Breathwork is an underrated yet highly effective tool for mental clarity. Conscious breathing techniques such as diaphragmatic breathing or box breathing help calm the nervous system and enhance oxygen flow to the brain. When you're stressed or overwhelmed, your focus narrows and your ability to think clearly diminishes. Intentional breathwork counters this by activating the parasympathetic nervous system, which promotes relaxation and mental clarity. The result is a calmer, more focused mind that is better equipped to tackle challenges. And a crucial aspect of leveraging tools for mental clarity is managing your digital environment. Technology, while incredibly useful, is one of the greatest sources of mental clutter. Notifications, emails, and social media constantly vie for your attention, fragmenting your thoughts and derailing your focus. The solution lies in deliberate digital hygiene. Can start by turning off non-essential notifications, using apps to block distracting websites, or even setting your phone to do not disturb mode during focused work sessions. Additionally, clutter your digital workspace by organizing files, minimizing open tabs, and creating a streamlined system for managing emails. By taming the chaos of your devices, you create mental space for clarity and deep work. Journaling is another powerful tool to clear mental clutter. Writing down your thoughts, goals, and priorities helps externalize your mental load, making it easier to process and organize. Start by dedicating a few minutes each day to write freely about what's on your mind or to outline your most pressing tasks. Journaling not only reduces mental noise, but also fosters self-awareness and problem-solving. It's a practice that allows you to reflect on what truly matters and filter out the unimportant. The concept of monotasking, or focusing on one task at a time, is an essential technique for achieving mental clarity. While multitasking may seem efficient, research shows that it reduces cognitive performance and increases mental fatigue. When you focus on a single task, your brain can fully engage, making your work more efficient and less prone to errors. To support monotasking, use strategies like the Pomodoro technique, where you work for 25-minute intervals followed by short breaks. This method helps maintain mental clarity by preventing burnout and allowing your brain to recharge. Physical movement also plays a significant role in mental clarity. Exercise, even in short bursts, increases blood flow to the brain and releases endorphins that boost mood and reduce stress. Activities like yoga, walking, or even stretching can help reset your mind when you feel mentally foggy. Movement breaks during the day are not just about physical health, they're about creating space for your brain to refocus and re-energize. Nutrition is another critical tool for mental clarity. Your brain relies on a steady supply of nutrients to function optimally. Foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, and complex carbohydrates provide the energy and protection your brain needs. Hydration is equally important, as even mild dehydration can impair cognitive performance. For sustained mental clarity, consider adopting a balanced diet that supports both your physical and mental well-being. Finally, one of the most effective yet overlooked techniques for mental clarity is strategic rest. Mental fatigue accumulates over time, diminishing your ability to concentrate and think clearly. Short breaks, power naps, or engaging in relaxing activities like reading or listening to music allow your brain to recover. Sleep, in particular, is vital. During sleep, the brain consolidates information and clears out waste products, ensuring that you wake up with a refreshed and focused mind. By leveraging these tools and techniques, mental clarity becomes a skill that you can cultivate and refine. It's not about adding complexity to your life, but simplifying and aligning your habits with your goals. With intentional effort, you can clear the mental fog, sharpen your focus, and create the mental space needed to thrive in today's demanding world. In an era dominated by constant connectivity and endless streams of information, cognitive overload has become one of the greatest obstacles to focus and productivity. Cognitive overload occurs when the brain is bombarded with more information than it can process effectively, leading to mental fatigue, decision paralysis, and a diminished ability to concentrate. To thrive in today's world, It's essential to recognize the signs of overload and implement strategies to limit it, allowing your mind to operate at its full potential. The human brain is designed to handle a finite amount of information at any given time. This limitation is rooted in the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for decision-making, attention, and working memory. When overwhelmed by excessive input, whether from emails, notifications, or multitasking, the prefrontal cortex struggles to function efficiently. This results in mistakes, reduced creativity, and difficulty retaining information. The first step in combating cognitive overload is understanding its sources and learning to manage them effectively. A significant contributor to cognitive overload is multitasking, which many people mistakenly view as a productivity booster. In reality, the brain cannot focus on two complex tasks simultaneously. Instead, it rapidly switches between them. This constant task switching depletes mental energy and increases the time required to complete each task. To limit cognitive overload, it's crucial to embrace single tasking. Focusing on one activity at a time allows your brain to fully engage, improving both efficiency and the quality of your work. Using techniques like time blocking or the Pomodoro technique can help structure your day around focused work sessions, reducing the temptation to multitask. Another major source of cognitive overload is digital distractions. Smartphones, computers, and other devices are designed to capture your attention with notifications, alerts, and endless streams of content. Each interruption forces your brain to reorient itself, creating mental fatigue over time. To mitigate this, adopt strategies that minimize distractions. Turn off non-essential notifications, use apps that block distracting websites, and designate specific times to check emails or social media. Creating a distraction-free environment is one of the most effective ways to reduce mental clutter and regain control over your focus. Physical clutter in your workspace can also contribute to cognitive overload. A disorganized environment sends conflicting signals to your brain, making it harder to concentrate on the task at hand. Simplify your surroundings by keeping your workspace clean and organized, removing items that don't serve a specific purpose. A minimalist environment helps signal to your brain that it's time to focus, reducing the cognitive strain of processing unnecessary stimuli. Decision fatigue is another form of cognitive overload that occurs when you're required to make too many decisions throughout the day. Each decision, no matter how small, depletes your mental energy, leaving you less capable of tackling complex problems later on. To combat decision fatigue, streamline your routines and create habits that reduce the need for constant decision-making. For example, prepare meals in advance, lay out your clothes the night before, or automate repetitive tasks. By simplifying these aspects of your life, you free up mental resources for more important decisions. Information overload is a pervasive challenge in today's digital age. With the constant flow of news, social media updates, and work-related data, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the sheer volume of information demanding your attention. The key to managing information overload is to be selective about what you consume. Prioritize high-quality, relevant sources and set boundaries around your consumption habits. For instance, allocate specific times for reading news or engaging with social media, and avoid these activities during focused work periods. Additionally, practice digital Delaware cluttering by unsubscribing from unnecessary emails and organizing your digital files. Taking regular breaks is essential for preventing cognitive overload. The brain is not designed to sustain intense focus for extended periods without rest. Incorporating short breaks into your work routine allows your mind to recharge and process information more effectively. Activities like walking, stretching, or even a brief meditation session can help reset your mental state and improve your ability to concentrate. These moments of recovery are not a waste of time, they're an investment in your cognitive performance. Sleep is another critical factor in limiting cognitive overload. During sleep, the brain consolidates memories, processes emotions, and clears out metabolic waste that accumulates during the day. Poor sleep impairs cognitive function, making it harder to manage information and stay focused. Prioritize quality sleep by establishing a consistent bedtime routine, limiting screen time before bed, and creating a sleep-friendly environment. By ensuring your brain is well rested, you enhance its capacity to handle daily cognitive demands. Physical health also plays a role in managing cognitive overload. Regular exercise improves blood flow to the brain, enhancing its ability to process and retain information. A balanced diet rich in nutrients supports optimal brain function, while hydration ensures that cognitive processes run smoothly. Neglecting these aspects of your health can exacerbate feelings of mental fatigue and overwhelm. Finally, cultivating mindfulness is a powerful way to counteract cognitive overload. Mindfulness practices, such as meditation or deep breathing, train the brain to focus on the present moment rather than becoming overwhelmed by a flood of thoughts or external distractions. Over time, mindfulness strengthens the brain's ability to filter out irrelevant information, creating a sense of mental clarity and calm. Cognitive overload is an unavoidable aspect of modern life, but it doesn't have to dictate your mental state. By understanding its causes and implementing strategies to limit its impact, you can create an environment and mindset that support sustained focus and productivity. With consistent effort, you can free your mind from unnecessary clutter and unlock its full potential. The brain is the control center of the body, responsible for every thought, decision, and action. Like any complex system, it requires the right fuel to function at its best. Nutrition, hydration, and lifestyle choices directly impact cognitive performance, focus, and mental clarity. To optimize brain function, it's essential to understand what fuels the brain and how to incorporate these elements into daily life. The brain consumes a significant portion of the body's energy, approximately 20%, despite accounting for only 2% of its weight. Its primary energy source is glucose, derived from carbohydrates. However, not all carbohydrates are equal. Refined sugars and processed foods may provide a quick energy boost, but they lead to sharp spikes and crashes in blood sugar levels, impairing cognitive performance. Complex carbohydrates, such as whole grains, fruits, and vegetables, provide a steady and sustained release of glucose. Incorporating these into meals ensures a consistent energy supply to the brain throughout the day. Healthy fats are another vital component of brain fuel. The brain is composed of nearly 60% fat, and omega-3 fatty acids are particularly important for maintaining its structure and function. Omega-3s found in foods like salmon, walnuts, flax seeds, and chia seeds support the formation of cell membranes and facilitate communication between brain cells. They are also linked to improved memory, learning, and reduced risk of neurodegenerative diseases. Including these fats in your diet enhances the brain's ability to process and retain information effectively. The protein is essential for the production of neurotransmitters, the chemical messengers that enable communication between brain cells. Amino acids, the building blocks of protein, are used to create neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin, which influence mood, motivation, and focus. Lean sources of protein, such as eggs, chicken, beans, and tofu, provide the raw materials needed for optimal neurotransmitter function. By ensuring an adequate protein intake, you support the brain's ability to regulate emotions and maintain mental clarity. Antioxidants play a crucial role in protecting the brain from oxidative stress caused by free radicals. Over time, oxidative stress can damage brain cells, contributing to cognitive decline and memory loss. Foods rich in antioxidants, such as berries, dark chocolate, spinach, and nuts, combat this damage and promote brain health. Blueberries, often referred to as brain berries, are particularly effective in improving memory and delaying brain aging. Including a variety of antioxidant-rich foods in your diet creates a protective shield for your brain, allowing it to function at its peak. Hydration is another cornerstone of brain performance. The brain is approximately 75% water, and even mild dehydration can impair cognitive function. causing fatigue, difficulty concentrating, and memory problems. Drinking enough water throughout the day is essential for maintaining mental sharpness. While the exact amount varies depending on factors like activity level and climate, a general guideline is to aim for 8 to 10 glasses of water daily. Incorporating hydrating foods such as cucumbers, watermelon, and oranges can also contribute to your overall water intake. Caffeine, when used strategically, can be a powerful tool for boosting brain performance. Found in coffee, tea, and certain energy drinks, caffeine stimulates the central nervous system, increasing alertness and concentration. However, moderation is key. Overconsumption can lead to jitteriness, anxiety, and disrupted sleep, all of which negatively impact cognitive function. Consuming caffeine earlier in the day and avoiding it in the hours leading up to bedtime ensures you reap its benefits without interfering with restorative sleep. Speaking of sleep, it's one of the most important fuels for the brain. During sleep, the brain consolidates memories, clears out toxins, and prepares for the demands of the next day. Chronic sleep deprivation can lead to impaired focus, slower reaction times, and difficulty retaining information. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep per night and establish a consistent sleep routine to support optimal brain performance. Physical exercise also fuels the brain by increasing blood flow and oxygen delivery. Aerobic activities such as running, swimming, or cycling promote the release of brain-derived neurotrophic factor BDNF, a protein that supports the growth of new neurons and strengthens existing ones. Exercise has been shown to enhance memory, learning, and overall cognitive function. Even short bursts of physical activity, like a brisk walk or a quick workout, can have a positive impact on brain health. Stress management is another critical factor in fueling the brain for optimal performance. Chronic stress releases cortisol, a hormone that in excess can damage brain cells and impair memory. Incorporating stress-reducing practices like meditation, deep breathing, or yoga helps regulate cortisol levels, protecting the brain and improving mental clarity. Finally, consistency is key when it comes to fueling the brain. Skipping meals or relying on quick fixes like sugary snacks and energy drinks may provide temporary relief but ultimately deplete the brain's resources. Establishing regular eating habits and making conscious choices about what you consume creates a stable foundation for sustained cognitive performance. By prioritizing a balanced diet, hydration, exercise, sleep, and stress management, you equip your brain with the resources it needs to perform at its best. Fueling your brain isn't just about enhancing focus and productivity, it's about investing in long-term mental health and resilience. When your brain operates optimally, you're not only more effective in your daily tasks, but also better equipped to navigate life's challenges with clarity and confidence. In conclusion, as we step into 2025, the key to unlocking our full potential lies in our ability to master focus and mental clarity. By understanding the neuroscience behind focus, leveraging tools and techniques for mental clarity, limiting cognitive overload, and fueling our brain with the right nutrition and lifestyle choices, we set ourselves up for success. Focus is not a static trait, it's a dynamic skill that we can cultivate and refine over time. The brain, like any other tool, requires care, intentionality, and the right resources to perform optimally. By aligning our habits with the principles of cognitive science and prioritizing practices that enhance mental performance, we can navigate the complexities of modern life with clarity, productivity, and resilience. In 2025, let us commit to taking control of our mental state, honing our focus, and fueling our brains to not only meet our goals, but to exceed them, unlocking the best version of ourselves along the way. Thank you, and may this year be your most focused yet.